Rain hammered the Fort Benning training ground as Lieutenant Astrid Lindgren knelt in the mud, sobbing. The Swedish SOG officer, 5'10", gracefully athletic with distinctly feminine curves, had dominated every conversation at the NATO joint training for 3 days. Now she stared at the ground, blonde hair plastered to her face, her confidence completely shattered. Standing before her was Sergeant First Class Marcus Chen. At 5'8", with a compact build and quiet demeanor, he'd been the target of her mockery all week. The man she'd called cute, pretty, a team mascot. "I'm so sorry," she whispered through tears. "You saved her life, and oh God, what have I done?" His hand remained extended, offering help she couldn't yet accept. How did we get here? How did Europe's poster child for military equality end up broken before the man she'd humiliated? It started 72 hours ago. Fort Benning's Joint Tactical Excellence Program brought elite operators from across NATO, a chance to train, compete, and build relationships. Marcus Chen, 31, Delta Force, moved through camp with quiet efficiency. Born in rural Ohio, the Ranger-turned-operator had spent 12 years being underestimated. At 5'8" and 165 pounds, he preferred it that way. He kept to his training, spoke when spoken to, and let his work define him. Then there was Astrid Lindgren. The 29-year-old Swedish lieutenant turned heads wherever she walked. Unlike heavily muscled female soldiers, Astrid maintained an elegant feminine silhouette, athletic grace rather than raw power. She represented Sweden's progressive military, where gender equality wasn't just policy, it was religion, and she never let anyone forget it. It started small. "The Americans send their pretty boys now," she'd whispered loud enough to be heard. "He looks like a K-pop star, not special operations." By day 2, it escalated. After defeating a British SAS operator in sparring, she'd announced, "This is equality. In Sweden, we don't lower standards. Some militaries treat soldiers like delicate flowers. We do not. What about you, small one? Can you fight? Or does the army keep you for other reasons?" The implication hung heavy. Marcus continued stretching, expressionless. "I train when ordered, ma'am." "Ma'am, so polite, so gentle," she laughed. "Do they teach you to fight or just to be respectful?" Over 3 days, her comments grew sharper. She questioned American standards, made Hollywood soldier jokes, repeatedly mocked his height and quiet nature. "In Sweden, we'd call him soot, sweet, cute, like a younger brother we must protect," she told others at lunch, gesturing toward Marcus. "Perhaps that's his role, the team mascot." Marcus ate silently, but observers noticed something, the smallest hint of a knowing smile. On the 3rd evening, soldiers gathered near the training rings, sharing techniques and friendly rivalry. Astrid demonstrated a Swedish disarming move to an impressed crowd. Marcus walked past, heading to his barracks. "Wait, the pretty American, stay." Marcus turned slowly. "Can I help you, Lieutenant?" She stepped into the ring as rain began falling. "Prove to me American Special Forces deserve their reputation. Show me you're not just propaganda." "I don't need to prove anything." "Scared?" Her smile was sharp. "Beat me in hand-to-hand combat, and I'll give you something very special. Something you'll never forget. I promise you will be very satisfied." The crowd reacted, whistles, shocked murmurs. Marcus's voice stayed calm. "When I win, you'll apologize, publicly, to every American soldier here, and think carefully about what equality actually means." She laughed. "When you win, your confidence is adorable, sot pojke. Do you accept the challenge?" "I accept." Astrid moved first, fluid, technical, combining Swedish combatives with Muay Thai. Her feminine frame moved with surprising power, firing combinations, jab, cross, low kick. He evaded smoothly, hands in relaxed guard. No counters, just defense. She pressed forward, frustrated by his water-like movement. A spinning back kick, technical, powerful. Marcus caught her ankle, redirected her momentum gently, and released. "Why won't you fight back?" she demanded. You haven't given me a reason to yet. Rain intensified, mud forming beneath them. She attempted a clinch. Marcus slipped it, transitioned to her back in one fluid motion. In Delta, we train against much faster opponents, he whispered, then released her and stepped back. Her face flushed. You're toying with me. I'm showing you the difference between confidence and competence. She attacked more aggressively. Marcus defended everything, predicting her moves before she made them. Then everything changed. Now it's my turn, he said softly. He moved forward with surgical precision. A low kick buckled her leg. An elbow strike pulled just before contact, demonstrating control. A standing arm lock, just enough pressure, then release. That's Krav Maga, Israel version. She rushed him. Wrong move. Marcus demonstrated 5 martial arts in 30 seconds. Muay Thai kicks, BJJ transitions, judo throws, wrestling control, pure military combatives, not sport, but combat. Within 60 seconds, she was on her back, his knee lightly on her chest. Submit, please. Eyes wide with shock, she tapped the mud. Marcus helped her up, then addressed the crowd clearly. I'm Sergeant First Class Marcus Chen, Delta Force. In 2019, I led the extraction of 11 hostages from Taliban-controlled Helmand Province. 27 enemy combatants, 14 hours behind enemy lines. Everyone came home. Recognition rippled through the soldiers. The Delta instructor stepped forward. Wait, you're the Renaissance. The British SAS operator swore softly. You wrote the updated CQQ manual. I've studied your work. In Israel liaison nodded. The Helmand extraction, we brief recruits on that operation. Marcus turned to Astrid, who stood frozen, colorless. Lieutenant, equality isn't about proving women can fight like men. It's recognizing warriors come in every size, gender, nationality. You're excellent, but equality means respecting others the way you demand respect. He paused. And there's something else. Ragnhild Sorensen, Captain SOJ Sweden. You know her? Astrid's face went white. That's my best friend. Marcus's voice softened. March 2021, Syria, joint operation. Her team was ambushed during hostage recovery. 3 KIA, 5 wounded. Captain Sorensen took shrapnel to her femoral artery, 4 minutes before she bled out. Astrid hand covered her mouth, tears flowing. I was on overwatch, 600 meters out. I saw her go down. I crossed active fire, applied a tourniquet, and carried her 2 kilometers to extraction. Took a round in my shoulder doing it. He rolled his left shoulder, the old wound evident. She survived, still serving. You're her guardian angel. She talks about you constantly. We tried to find you, but the operation was classified. Your name redacted. It's my job. And you called me. She couldn't finish, dropping to her knees in the mud. Marcus knelt beside her. Astrid, your friend told me something before I carried her out. She said, tell Astrid to stay strong. That's universal. That's what warriors do. Size doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. What matters is character. She looked up, mascara-stained tears mixing with rain. I'm so sorry. To you, to all American soldiers here. I let arrogance blind me. Real warriors are measured by actions, not appearance or nationality. Marcus helped her stand. We all make mistakes. What matters is learning. You're an excellent soldier. Just remember, the quietest person in the room is often the most dangerous. And true strength isn't domination. It's protecting those who can't protect themselves. Thunder rolled overhead as the crowd stood in respectful silence. Astrid extended her hand. Marcus shook it firmly. Friends? She asked quietly. Always were, Marcus replied. You just didn't know it yet.